Good morning, Beacon. Welcome to Beacon Unitarian Universalist Congregation and Summit. Welcome, families. Welcome, new friends. Welcome, 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 welcome here today, beloved. This Friends and Family Sunday, as we celebrate new relationships and deepen those within this sanctuary and even within ourselves, as we explore Pisteuo, an ancient Greek word found in the Bible translated to mean belief, trusting fully to know beyond oneself, an ancestral wisdom, an understanding that feels like freedom, an insight, a letting go, a letting in, an understanding beyond yours or mine or our elected politicians, a freedom beyond the need for control, the need to categorize, to silo because it feels safe. I trust in a radically open, imperfect, exceptional, creative, poetic, grotesque, and extraordinary life process. This I am coming to understand in my life as faith. As we enter into worship together today, we will explore what a room full of Unitarian Universalists, most of us, aligned on. Believe it or not, y'all, we aligned on a singular central value in our living theology. A faith community with love at the center. That we open ourselves into this space to trust, to be uncomfortable, to be vulnerable, to be heard, and still held with love. It's always an honor to be before you, and I thank you and our lead ministry team, Reverend Robin, Dr. Tooley, for entrusting me today with service. I am grateful for the encouragement and the inspiration of our ministry and our staff. My name is Chris Boudin, Beacon's membership coordinator, and my pronouns, thank you. My pronouns are he, they. I am a middle-aged white folk with brown curly hair, wearing green glasses, and a gray and black kimono jacket, and a black button-up shirt. Before we get started, I wanted to thank the Beacon Choir, Beacon Choir, for being here, led by our Director of Music Ministry, Misa Iwama. And thank you all for being here and sharing your wonderful voices through song, accompanied by the fabulous Vicky Carter on piano. Yeah. So, guess what? Y'all came on the perfect Sunday. Not only are we welcoming in our family and friends today, folks who are here for the first time, y'all are especially invited to stay for lunch at 12 p.m. in Fellowship Hall, which is directly downstairs to the left stairwell, or you can use the elevator to the right. Everyone's welcome to join there today. We're also going to hear the Beacon Choir sing. Take a minute just to look at your neighbor in the seat to your left and to your right. Say hi if you haven't met before. And now, take a deep breath. And I know at this point you're thinking, one day choir has been on my bucket list. Let's go together. One day choir. Experience the joy of music ministry. Your presence today is what makes this community extraordinary. 12:30, one day choir. Talk to Misa for more information, starting at 12:20 here in the sanctuary. So much more is coming up in April. We have a Passover Seder on the 13th. Y'all can sign up to bring a dish. Easter service egg hunts on April 20th, and also welcoming the Transylvanian Youth Choir. All of this information is listed in our weekly newsletter, Spark. We have a special service today. Our intern minister, Pablo, is here from California. Welcome back, Pablo. And together we will be holding an open dialogue with our Beacon members, Christine and Rosina, in recognition of Transgender Day of Visibility, which is tomorrow, March 31st. We welcome you into this space as we explore trust, faith, and family through our gender expansive life prism. Please know that we are trusting you with our truths. We trust that you will hold this space with us. Together, uplift our stories of resilience. May we discover and rediscover the possibility of shared liberation. To you, I entrust the most sacred and radical gift in this moment, the present, the beauty of seeing each other, to give and receive love, because I guarantee you, someone here needs your love today. Pisteuo, welcome.
Good morning, Beacon. Awesome. Great to see you all awake. That's more than I can say for myself sometimes. My name is Pablo Vasquez, as previously mentioned. I'm your intern minister here on my second to last visit. I have enjoyed the last 2 years here, though. It's been rather lovely. And let me see, I've got long, curly, blackish brown hair. It gets browner the older I get. I have beautiful caramel skin with a little bit of facial hair right here that gets grayer the older I get. And a nice little flowery shirt that doesn't change with age, thankfully. But nonetheless, let's light our chalice together and bring in this lovely service. Can I get a volunteer, please, to come like this? Yeah, come here. You are so adorable. You know what to do? Okay, he'll help you. All right. Together, we will create a brave space, because there's no such thing as a safe space. We exist in the real world, we all carry scars, and we have caused wounds. In this space, we seek to turn down the volume of the outside world, and we amplify the voices instead that fight to be heard elsewhere. We call each other to move to more truth and love. And we have the right to start somewhere and continue to grow. We have the responsibility to examine what we think we know. We will not be perfect. This space will not be perfect. It will not always be what we wish it to be. But it will be our brave space together. And we will work on it side by side. Thank you.
We're going to begin this morning by singing something from the hymnal, but you don't need the hymnal because it is on your handout, which hopefully you received when you came in. It's Come, Come, Whoever You Are. We're going to do it first in the way that you might know if you have been to many a Unitarian Universalist church or organization, but then we're going to actually switch to a different version by Noah Aronson. So I hope that you will sing along, and I invite you to rise in body or spirit. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. We'll do that one more time. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Come, come, whoever you are, come, 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 wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, it doesn't matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, come, whoever you are, come, 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 whoever whoever you are, come, come. Come, come, whoever you are, come, come. Come, come, whoever you are, come, come. Come, even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times. Come, even if you have broken some promises. We'll do that again. Come, even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times. Come, even if you have broken some promises. Come, come, whoever you are, come, come. Come, come, whoever you are, come, come. Come, come, whoever you are, come, come. Come, come, whoever you are, come, come.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing, testing. Testing 1 2. I don't know where he is. Oh, my. Good afternoon, Beacon. Reverend Jay here. Of course, if you were joining us online, I'll just say that I am average height, African American, moving through the world as a beautiful being, all things beloved. Pronouns are they and them, right? But today, I just have to say, Happy Trans Visibility Day. So I have to be honest. I travel far and wide from the Boogie Down Bronx, right? And there's no other way to do this other than to invite you to my life and the time for all ages today. I'm wondering if I need an assistant because there we go, already. I like someone who's ready. Can I get one more assistant? Let me get this darling over here. I think I have enough up here for all the mics. Come. I'm gonna take you too, friend. Come this way. All right, we've got something tricky here. So I want y'all to face our friends this way. Okay. Now. I've clearly hired the best. We have hired the best at Beacon. So let me share with you what I've found. Do you mind holding this wonderful bag of justice? A little bag of justice. Yeah, it is heavy. There's some things in there. Let's open it up a bit for me. Thank you. Let me go through here. There is something that I've been reading, but we have an invitation. There is a prince, if you will, a prince who is having a ball. And we were called in to be fashion consultants. Are y'all familiar with that term? Okay, does anybody know what a fashion consultant does? No! So we make sure that we pull out the clothes that other people don't know how to choose, and then we make them look good. Right? So this is what so we're gonna dress up, and that's okay, you can actually start taking some things out. The prince here in this story starts their journey off as a princess. And they come to the realization, yep, it's a lot of things in there. They've come to the realization that they know that they are called to be a prince. They can feel it in their bones. They can feel it in their body. And they go and they tell their family. The royal family is struggling. And, however, even though it's challenging for the royal family, they accept the fact that they are a prince. And as you can see, there's a prince hat. So, I know we have to get ready to actually adorn this figure here. So, no, you don't have to put it down. Look, I'm glad that you're feeling your swag. That's what this is about, right? I mean, we do need to choose something for the ball. for the prince to wear? Because the prince is kind of debonair. Yeah, the 50 Shades of Grey. Go ahead and put that. You got it? Beautiful. All right. What else is this prince going to wear? You want to put that on the neck as well? We're going to layer. Yes, I like layering. It's my thing.
And then the hat.
And the hat.
Oh my God.
Let's see.
Wait, this should have like a neck.
I love this.
Whoa, tie, help.
Now we have real fashion consultants. Now we do need to, thank you, love. Now we do need a garment. You know what? Oh, come on, the dollar sign. Let me put that. You know what you can do, my friend? Let's get the blazer in the back. Can somebody go grab that yellow blazer? Yes. Oh, we don't need that.
I also want some.
You want to put that on? The mannequin? The prince is going to be stylish, clearly.
Is this the invitation?
Is that the invitation? I can read the invitation. Let me see. This is really a bill. You can't leave everything in the bag. It is an invitation to pay something. I think the prince is going to be up. Yes, this. What? Now, hold on. What shoes are we wearing? What shoes are we wearing? You like the gold? All right, can we take that? Let's ask our friends over here to take a vote. Are we gonna do the heels, the gold heels, or are we going for the color? What? All right, solid hands. Let's see. What? Okay, y'all pay attention now. You know what? I have an idea. I think we might have to make this will be the evening wear. This will be the after wear. I like changing clothes. Can you give our fashion consultants a hand? That is. Can you put that in my bag? We're gonna close this up so we're not so revealing.
Put the shoes on the head.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide this over there, and y'all have decked out the prince.
And myself.
And yourself. Ooh. This is so fast. I will be wearing this. Don't be surprised. Y'all seen some of this stuff. Can I ask, you know what? Do me a favor. Because they put a horse in his room, can you put that unicorn over there? Because we need a little magic. All the time. I do that. Let's go for that. All right, friends, let's go to the back.
Oh, that's okay.
We're gonna go back that way. You're good. You can take that back to my seat. Yep. Oh, that's right. We did want to put that, didn't we?
Hey.
Both shoes. Oh, you can take that back there. Look, they still designing.
What is this? Isn't this a bracelet?
It is a bracelet.
Put it on.
Well, there's no arm yet, but I'll put it in there. Okay? We'll put it there. Okay? You got
Maybe
it.
the unicorn can be on.
Jeez. Okay, you ready? Yeah, you can keep that. Go ahead and work with that, honey. Work with it. Do your thing.
That's a hard act to follow. Good morning. My name is Kathy Menendez. She, hers. For the visual cues, I'm a shorter, older white woman with blonde hair, wearing a blue shirt and a burgundy scarf. And a burgundy scarf indicates that I'm a chaplain here at Beacon. As chaplains, we are extensions of Beacon Ministry through the creation of sacred space for intentional presence and deep listening. We recognize that all of us need care throughout our lives, so we offer ourselves as a living resource for spiritual care. We believe that intentional presence and deep listening can provide a foundation for healing, even in our most challenging times. If you are feeling called to be heard and would like to be connected one-to-one with a chaplain, please let me or a member of the ministry team know. You can trust that we will hold these engagements in confidence, and you can learn more about the chaplain program on the Beacon website. Another way that we create sacred space for presence and listening is by facilitating a weekly ritual of community candlelighting. Together, we light candles of joy, sorrow, and gratitude. Today, we light a candle of truth-telling and justice for Neri Jose Alvarado Borges and Rumenesia Ozturk, just two of the many individuals who have been mischaracterized and detained without due process. Neri, a Venezuelan baker with an autism awareness tattoo, was mistaken for they were mistaken for gang symbols. And Rumesia, a Turkish doctoral student whose pro-Palestinian activism has led to her detention. Naming them matters. In this community, we commit to seeing clearly and standing against systems that erase, silence, and exile. We light a candle of mourning and resilience for the people of Myanmar and Thailand following the devastating earthquakes. We light this candle in remembrance of those lost, those displaced, and those now rebuilding. We light a candle of compassion for Reverend Anne Marie Alderman and her family as they grieve the loss of her mother, Barbara Hall. We hold them in our hearts, honoring the sacred passage and the love that endures. We light a candle of gratitude for this space to be our most authentic selves together. No matter our gender, our style, our neurodivergence, our faith, or simply the way we move through the world, to be truly seen, truly heard, truly known is a rare privilege. And finally, a candle of joy for expression and creativity, the antithesis of anxiety and stress. Whether through song or story, brushstroke or movement, creative expression grounds us in the present moment and reminds us that joy can be a radical, resilient force. For all these things and so much more, I invite you now to consider your own inspirations of gratitude, sorrow, and joy. I invite you now to come forward and light a candle here in the sanctuary, or at home, or wherever you may be.
you, Vicki. So I think we're just waiting for a microphone to be set up on this side. But while we're doing that, I'll just tell you about the next song we're going to do, which is by Abby Bettinas, and it's called Be Like the Bird. After we sing Be Like the Bird, we're going to sing I Know This Rose Will Open, which is also, the words are on the handout. You can just disregard the numbers on the board because that's from last week's Equinox service. The words of Be Like the Bird are so beautiful. It's be like the bird that pausing in her flight a while on boughs too slight, feels them give way beneath her, and sings and sings and sings, knowing she has wings. I invite the choir to come. I'm going to sing this for you in a, not just in a round, but around. Pausing in her flight, be like the bird that knows pausing in her flight, be like the bird that pausing in her flight, the waves he sings and slides, singing she has and sings and sings, pausing in her knowing she has wings, like the bird that pausing in her flight, the waves beneath her slide, singing and sings and sings, knowing she hath. I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn away. I know this soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. I know this
Good morning. My name is Christine Howie. I have blonde hair and official UU chalice earrings. And a jacket that's of matte model black and white design. I just moved here 2 months ago. After many years, 40 years in the UU Church in Cleveland, so I'm honored and delighted to be asked to be part of this service. And I'd like to share a poem with you that I wrote. I was a male impersonator for 40 years. No, not like a drag king, not that kind of thing. No highness to the lowness I was feeling. See, I was born in 1945, 4 months after FDR died, 2 days after the end of World War II, 20 years before the invention of Doritos. We're talking a long, long time ago. So everybody's happy back then, and so am I. I mean, for the first 5 years, I'm down with it all. Drooling, learning how to walk and talk and poop into a porcelain chair. Hey, I got this. Then, boom, I'm 5 years old in 1950. Kindergarten, boys here, girls there. Whoa. Say what? Boys? Girls? When did we get divided up into teams? And why wasn't I consulted about this? And I'm on what team? The boy team? Hold on. We got to talk about this. But nobody's talking. They just shove me into some stiff blue jeans, hand me a Roy Rogers rifle, and say, "Be a man, little man. Be a man. Be a man." How can I be a man when I don't even know how to be a person yet? Hey, I just got done figuring out peekaboo, and now I got to be a little man because I got this thing down here, really. This is way less than 1% of my total body weight, and it's going to determine how I live the rest of my life. Seriously? Seriously? No, I know they're serious. I can see that. I know if I tell them I'm really a girl, it's going to go bad for me. See, this is the early 50s, and they weren't messing around with gender stuff. It was, you be who we tell you you are, or you're in deep trouble, little man. This is going on your permanent record. And if you don't come around, we're going to hook up your skull to some jumper cables and run a few thousand kilowatts through your frontal lobe down into your brainstem until we fry us up a nice, calm, obedient boy. Hey, so I shut up and hide inside my plaid short-sleeved shirts as I click off the mile markers. Boom, 10 years old. I'm a boy who doesn't talk much because I'm afraid of letting them see who I really am. Boom, 20 years old. I'm a young man drinking hard and protesting the Vietnam War. Boom, 30 years old. I'm a married man with a child. Boom, 40 years old. I'm an advertising executive man with a red sports car, and I'm suicidal. Because the girl, the woman in me is dying. I can feel her dying. She's been waiting for 40 years, and now she's dying. And my male impersonator act is dying, and I'm dying way before my time. And then, boom, I'm 45 in 1990, and I say, that's all. I won't live in a rented room with borrowed clothes. I won't be what you want. I will not bleed for what you need. You cannot supersede me or impede me because I'm no longer weak-kneed. So you can speed read the end of this screed. I'm Christine. I'm Christine. I am Christine. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine, for your truth and power. Very lovely. Now I'd like to welcome up Chloe from the Ironbound Community Corporation to tell us a little bit about their work and also as they are part of our offertory today. Chloe, please.
Hi and hello. My name is Chloe. And I'm actually going to introduce my fabulous colleague, JV, to chat with y'all today and hear the beautiful words that they have to say.
Thank you. We weren't sure how to pull that off. I was just going to come up here and say I'm not Chloe. I'm JV. My pronoun is JV. Thank you, Beacon, for having us. So we're from the Ironbound Community Corporation. We work in Newark and we work around environmental justice. And we've been invited here because Beacon is offering to support us in our work. So I'll tell you a little bit about us. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm someone who's born in Newark. Visually, I am a black-haired brown person wearing a collared black dress, and I am very pregnant. I am very pregnant. And so the work that we do is advocacy around a community that is only 4 square miles. Newark historically has been a black and brown and immigrant and queer community for many, many generations. And unfortunately, some of the things that are happening in Newark have also been happening for many generations. We have one of the largest garbage incinerators in all of New Jersey. So most of the garbage burned in New Jersey comes to Newark. And it adds to devastating public health impacts, like 1 out of every 4 people in Newark will develop asthma. 50% of that garbage is coming from New York as well. So it's really an act of violence against this community that has been fighting against this issue for a very long time. On top of that, there's 3 existing fossil fuel power plants. So when we throw out our garbage in New Jersey or New York, when we use electricity all throughout New Jersey, it's at the expense of Newark. Right now, we're also facing a 4th fossil fuel power plant project, despite having the environmental justice law that was helped pass by our community. So when you step out today, you're gonna see one of these postcards, and it's a petition that over 1,000 people have already signed digitally. It was crafted by Chloe, and it is a very easy put in your email, and it goes straight to the people who will be voting on whether or not Newark will continue to be poisoned, really. On top of that, we have legacy contamination of 17 miles of poisoned waterway along the Passaic because there was Agent Orange being manufactured in Newark. Excuse the breathlessness. But I see a lot of the connection, and I was looking at this morning, seeking right relationship with Earth. And I see that a lot of our work is about that. It is about the Earth. Like, these fossil fuel projects are definitely not helping, but they're also about the community that we represent. And so we thank you so much for seeing this as a call to action and as a call for us and our future generations. And I'm also grateful that this baby is hearing all of this like lovely music and this like good feeling. So thank you all.
Thank you, and this morning's offering will be most gratefully received with some lovely music.
It should be higher, like the back person. just sing. It's all right. Okay. 2, 3, 4. We rise, humbly hearted, rise, won't be divided, rise, with spirit to guide us, rise, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here, in hope, in prayer, we're right here, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here, in hope, in prayer, we're right here when we rise. All of the children rise. Elders with wisdom rise. Ancestors surround us rise. In hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here, in hope, in prayer, we're right here, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here, in hope, in prayer, we're right here, and we rise, up from the wreckage, rise, with tears and with courage, rise, fighting for life, we rise, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here, in hope, in prayer, we're right here, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here, in hope, in prayer, we're right here, and we rise, humbly hearted, rise, won't be divided, rise, with spirit to guide us, rise.
We're almost ready. Don't worry.
I just want to take a minute and thank the choir for singing. Just give us a second to take that in. We hope in prayer we find ourselves here, and we rise. And we rise together in all the ways that celebrate the beautiful uniqueness in each and every single one of us. So I wanted to thank you and start off by thanking Pablo and Christine for being here today. We're just going to have a facilitated discussion. I have a few questions just in line with the topic of today's service: trust, faith, and family. Honoring our identities in all the ways that we are true to ourselves and show up in the world. I want to take a moment and call us together. In this sacred space, we enter into a place of trust. Trusting each other's stories, we all witness these truths and hold them gently. The first area I would like to explore with you around trust is what inspires you to trust in your life's process? What does freedom feel like, and is that a part of your exploration with gender?
go first then. Yeah, I'll give a different answer than when I gave the first service, just to spice things up a bit. Yeah, I mean, trust is very important to me. If I can't trust someone, you know, it's hard to build right relationship with them. And there have been moments also when I wasn't able to build that right relationship with myself as well. I didn't trust my unfolding of who I was, especially when I was younger. You know, I told the first service that, you know, I was raised in a household that from multiple generations valued things like freedom, revolution, love, equality. But sometimes, you know, I would hear my family sometimes speak differently, or hear the people around me speak differently from those ideals. And it sort of made me question, you know, who can I truly trust? And, you know, there have been various moments in my life. I mean, I grew up in the middle of the American invasion of Panama. Once again, public enemy number one. And, you know, then I had to move here, which was strange for me. Could I trust my fellow Americans? You know, could I trust their government? You know, and, you know, most importantly, could I trust my parents for bringing me here? But trust ended up building. All trust is built. It's not so easily given. And the trust in myself also was built. When I began unfurling my gender fluid identity, it was not easy. I didn't trust my thoughts. I didn't trust even when people were telling me that they were gender fluid. It's just like, maybe they don't know what they're talking about, you know? Maybe I don't know what I'm thinking. But as I built that trust with myself, with that community, with my greater community, I began to see that, yes, I could be, you know, one time feminine, one time masculine, one time nothing, one time all of these things. And it is a lovely thing to trust oneself, because it brings a certain freedom, that's for sure, where not only you can trust yourself, but you can trust your community. So I definitely encourage all of you to build that trust, not just with yourselves, but with each other as well.
Well, as my poem alluded to, I had 40 years when I was essentially hiding because I couldn't trust anyone. It started in kindergarten when my first day in kindergarten, when, as in, oh, I'll just hold it. What was I saying? First day in kindergarten. Boys here, girls there, and I went over to the girls' side because I've been playing with girls, you know, in the neighborhood before I started school. And the teacher grabbed me by the upper arm and squeezed really hard and said, "None of this is nonsense, young man. You get back over here where you belong," and all that. And so for 40 years, I couldn't trust anyone, and and it almost destroyed me, as it will to pretty much anyone in that situation. But I've gained a lot of trust since I transitioned 35 years ago. Back when, that was the time when you know, they weren't calling trans people names and of the most vile sort at all, without any evidence or any, of course, and all that. So trust is so critical, and now I have trust in the groups that I belong to and the church here, which I'm just getting used to, but it's wonderful and so friendly. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you. And also just reminds me of a conversation I had recently about what does it look like to keep moving forward? And my only answer was like, there's no other option. There's no turning back. So like within that forward movement, there's an inherent level of needing to trust. And this is where we find our people. And for me, that also is the faith of sometimes taking that step and not even knowing if the ground's gonna hold you. But I think that that's kind of all why we're here together right now. For the last question, I would just ask you, in the ways that we honor our family units, the folks in our lives that we love, how has family, chosen or otherwise, influenced the way that you move in the world?
Yeah. Yeah, I have to resist my normal impulse to curse because hello online. But family is one heck of a thing, that's for sure. Family can love us, it can hold us, it can betray us, it can destroy us, it can bring us together, it can tear us apart. I have seen and experienced family, whether chosen or nuclear, just either build me up or build someone else up and just also tear them down. And in each of these cases, they thought they were doing it out of love, you know, and you know, there are aspects of my identity that I cannot share with my nuclear family for a variety of reasons. I mean, they wouldn't understand many things, and understanding is a crucial part of building right relationship as well. Sometimes we're so quick to judge, we're so quick to castigate, we're so quick to say, as Christine was saying, you don't know any better, you know, come over here, be part of this group, don't be part of that group. And you know, we even do it here in this congregation, you know. We do it in our own households, we do it in our communities, and sometimes without even realizing it. And you know, this is why for so many folks who on a gender expansive path, they find chosen family. Chosen family is so important. It's built, it's developed just like trust. And chosen family in that sort of sense brings us forward. It gives us love sometimes when our nuclear family fails us. And that's not to say that chosen family will always be there for us. Oh my God, you know, there have been moments in which definitely I've had to tell my friends, you know, well, shut up about that, you know. But, and there have been moments where my family has held me dearly my nuclear family, through some difficult times. But the thing is, family's important, no matter what kind it is. And if there's one thing I ask of you, definitely as a gender expansive person, is keep an open mind and an open heart. And you never know who might consider you family and who you might need to consider family soon enough.
I totally agree. A lot of family, I've had a lot of connections with families that I've constructed from various groups, theater and poetry, and a lot when I was in Cleveland, the UU Church, in a number of groups there. And it was so great. I'm blessed with a great, small but great family, my daughter and son-in-law who live here. And they've been supportive all along, brilliantly, but I really think that, you know, seeking out different groups and so forth is so enriching. Time for a plug. I've started a poetry reading group called Beacon Poetry Circle, and we're getting together on the fourth Sunday of every month and reading poetry. You can bring poetry that you like, you didn't write, you could bring poetry you did write, and so forth, so it's wide open. Bring 3 poems, and then we had a very going group. I was doing it for about 20 years in Shaker Heights, so it was a wonderful experience. So I'm trying to start that here, so if you're interested, let's build family around poetry. I mean, really.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel like the first step to trust is relationship building, and the only way we build relationships is to keep showing up. So it's wonderful that you all are here today. I want to thank Pablo and Christine for sharing their story. I want to thank the choir for just being awesome, and also you all for holding us in this space with trust. So thank you all, and thank you.
Chris.
I'm going to give you this mic here. You know, you can come next to me. It's like a dance. Good morning. All right, so we have a special guest here, Tammy Petty, who sings here. Is here to help me with the final song so that we can all sing it together. It's called I See the Beauty in You, which is a good thought for a day of visibility tomorrow. This is a song by Karen Drucker, and I have the words in the handout so that you can sing along. And at the end of the song, there is a call and response. So just so you know what's coming, I'll ask you to stand, and then we will just start going back and forth.
I'm with you.
Yeah, Tammy's with me. And the reason I put Tammy on this side is that we sing together all the time elsewhere, and she's always on my right-hand side. So that's why I had to move over. I'll say, as Chris mentioned, we do have a one-day choir. There's 2 lunches going on after the service. There's a lunch in Fellowship Hall, and the one-day choir is having lunch here. So you can choose which one you want to come to, but we will be talking and singing during our lunch, and then actually singing music as well. So, Vicki, thank you so much. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the softness in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength in you, and so it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see your light shining through. I see the love that's in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the grace that's in you. I see the courage in you. I see the heart that's in you, and so it is. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit, and we're going to do some call and response. I see the beauty in you. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. I see the greatness in you. I see the goodness in you. I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the wisdom. wisdom in you. Oh, I see the strength, your strength. I see the strength in you. I see the joy. I see the joy in you. I see your light shining. I see the love that's in you. I see the love that's in you. I see the grace that's in you. I see the grace in you. I see the courage in you. I see the courage in you. I see the heart in you. I see the heart in you. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, and thank you, choir.
All right, I'm seeing some of you sit down. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Get back up. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you. All right. We're going to hold hands as a beloved family in this community. Build that family together with the sweat of your palms, the heartbeat flowing through, and here's your benediction. I send my love and blessings out to you, this family, so that you may go out this lovely Sunday and expand that family, whether that's your nuclear family, your chosen family, or the human family. May we all be united together in love, peace, truth, beauty, and joy. Go out and have a lovely day. Amen.